greatest voice of all times. Period. That's it.
Show your love for Belinda Davis.
For me, Whitney is everything. Yeah. Great artist. Legendary.
That was the moment we've been waiting for. Politricks Tuesday! Welcome to another installment of what we call Politricks Tuesday, the first edition of 2025. The Chris is in the house.
Happy New Year! Big up by yourself. What year are you reaching now?
It's 2025.
I remember when I used to write 1994. Mistake, 95. Oh, shucks. Sitting six. We in 2025.
2025.
Wow.
The time waits on nobody.
Wow. You know, shout out to all our viewers for tuning in to us in 2024.
Yes,
and you know,
we appreciate the feedback, and of course, we here. We here.
We ain't going nowhere.
Of course, it is budget week 2025. It started off on Monday. Started off rocky as usual because people forgot to come to work. I guess they was too busy partying. Either way,
They were upstairs.
it was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
They're gonna come back. Anyway, either way, the meeting has started. I got some info there for you. Let me get my crest on. Finance Minister Marinka Gomes, in conjunction with the Minister of Theatre, will be They will be implementing overflight fees. I think that's the first thing we're going to tackle. This was mentioned in the budget meeting yesterday. In Parliament, it was interesting, right? That type of concept. I mean, revenue generating income is something that I've never really liked when it comes to the government of St. Martin, and why, yes, you need a plan, but the unrealistic goalposts that are put on the year, knowing well that we're gonna have to amend this budget eventually anyway.
Correct.
We continue to put fluff in the budget. I remember when Jesus Christ, back in the day when you had ministers saying, "This is skeleton, this is skeletor." This is what we got. This is
budget.
A basic package. They don't give you hopes and dreams. We ain't spending what we don't have. That was Richard Gibson Sr.'s favorite quote. But now coming back in 2025 with this government, the Messina II cabinet, they have a bunch of things in the budget. Marijuana legalization. They have overnight over when people passing over in our airspace for them to pay a little something. Finally, I think it was a bunch of politicians even campaigned with that craziness. And then you also have some ambitious plan. The marketplace, of course. The tourist tax, that's still coming apparently, but don't know when, but it's coming because they're projecting a certain amount. And all kind of other Nancy stories. They're Nancy stories because it's make-believe. It's just hopes and wishes and dreams of this Council of Ministers, but nothing will happen.
The promises.
They're like, yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Promises. That's what all these ministers is in this cabinet.
The promises.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Krisha, Mrs. Promises. That's it. I'm working on it. It's coming soon. It's being investigated. We will be analyzing this. What else?
Mine was a whole lot. Hey.
All right, Chris, what do you think about the meeting so far since yesterday? Talk to me.
From yesterday, we see it started off rocky. You know, the nonsense. The nonsense. Everybody want to shout one another. Oh, but here and you here and I there. And then it's like,
Cresburk,
it's not necessary.
What do cricketers do?
People who play cricket?
What do baseball players do?
People who hit home runs?
What does St. Martiners do?
Complain. What? We gotta stop complaining. It's like...
So what do politicians do? Stop it.
Politricks.
They gotta do what they got to do.
To make it appear...
There gotta be a show.
Because I laugh so much, MP La Cruz was like, yo, stop playing. Like, I went upstairs to print paper. Just do so. Hey, MP, we're about to start.
We're about to start. Come down.
Because when you were there, nobody was there.
Listen, only in St. Martin you'll have the parliament, the highest body in St. Martin, country St. Martin. Also, you have the Council of Ministers, the second highest body in St. Martin. And still, they can't reach to a meeting in time. They can't convene a meeting for a certain time and open at a certain time. It's always 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes off of whatever hour. So Sarah would go like, hey, so we're going to take a 5-minute break. And when we come back, we continue. 25 minutes later, the meeting is now adjourned. We are going to continue with this minister. She don't even apologize to the people who are waiting in front of the computer and have to only hear the gavel.
Leave Auntie Sarah alone now. Leave Auntie
Yeah,
Sarah.
I know. Listen, you gotta give respect to the elders. I get that.
Not just that.
You gotta give respect to the ancestors also. So it's everything in one. So I understand that. However, I forget what I was gonna say. I just wanted to put that in.
Okay. So the meeting started off well. I didn't get to see the Minister of Finance whole entire speech.
Oh, it's pretty easy.
We don't got no money?
You know what she said?
So
you ready to hear this?
We got McDo, what we got?
I got a good one for you. Ready to hear this?
Shoot.
She say, the budget of St. Martin is like... Oh, sorry. Because she does have pointy glasses, so you have to do it upside down. The budget of St. Martin It's like a Ferrari. You think you get in a Ferrari,
But you got others?
but you're getting an Atos. More like an i10.
Listen.
More like a 2010 i10.
But here's my thing, right? We need to stop acting brand new because you knew this before you went in. It's like when they're on this
Well, we
side,
can't get an Audi.
but when we on this side, we just promise, and when we actually go in, we just realize, oh, I was just chatting a bunch of fraud. Let me see how I can make this do. But you knew this from before. So there is no
The country
excuses.
of St. Martin is like a Ferrari.
But wait, it get better. She gonna say that, you know,
I thought you said you didn't listen to the whole thing.
I didn't get to listen to everything in detail. 'Cause,
But you get the gist.
yes.
Okay.
I like to, you know, segment and be like, oh, but what she talk about? I forgot.
Yeah, I don't like to do that. I just like to listen to the whole thing, Cresburk, because then you get to hear.
No, I like
person
to,
You can't paraphrase somebody.
I want to break it down because sometimes they just slide things in, like she sliding 10 point something million in the budget and then telling us we got a I-10 budget, but we acting like it's a Ferrari budget, but you just added a whole 10 point something million into the budget.
You say sliding, we talking about Brownie?
We talking about the same minister.
Oh, we talking about, okay, good. Go ahead.
Yeah, she sliding. So she telling you, hey, you can't have bread and cheese, you know. You gotta have crackers.
Well, I don't think we could afford crackers right now.
Oats and sardines. You understand?
No sardines, no oats. I think Johnny Cake, just a Johnny Cake.
But under her ministry, she's sliding a whole extra ching ching ching. You understand?
Yes.
The question is now why? You didn't give an elucidation, you didn't give a breakdown. So you leave things open for interpretation, which you don't do. Because somebody does fine, take a comb and do so. Let me start to comb, but wait. Look, this number was in here in December, but this number here now. Where did she get it from? That's what's gonna happen. So moving on now from her
Presentation.
Her presentation, I took a look at the little back and forth between who it was again.
Oh, York and Peterson?
Yeah, again, like
what do
listen.
politicians do?
No.
Let them. This is their
happened,
time. This is their time. We complain all the time that we're not hearing anything. Now they say something, you want to tell them shut up.
No, but
what it is.
But here's a joke. There's always
you can tell me that I look ridiculous now. Jesus Christ, not so long.
I can't really see so. So, what his name is? There's always some kind of weird controversy around the MP. I sick, but you show up to Parliament. I don't feel good, but then people see.
Okay, so for those who
eating a ton load of food and things.
For those who don't know, MP Peterson, Ray Peterson from the PFP, called in sick yesterday for the meeting. So, but for some reason, he then showed up for the reconvene of the reconvenience of the meeting on Monday afternoon. And he said that the reason why he came is because he felt better, because earlier he had a stomach flu. And you know, stomach flu to disappear in an hour or two, right, when you get it. So he was saying that he didn't go out anywhere because MP York said, hey, over the weekend he went out. Up to last night he was out. I don't know how MP York know that, but he knows that for a fact for him to stay on the floor of Parliament. You can't lie on the well, you can, but you could. I don't think you're gonna make up something like that and just say that he was out last week. But does it matter that the MP was out? He doesn't work on Sundays.
No. That's his personal life.
That's his personal life, his personal day. You can do what you want.
St. is not a real place. We don't hold nobody to no standard. Just let them do what they want. You know, they want leadership positions. They want to be, you know, part of the highest body. So don't hold them accountable. Just leave them do what they want. Leave them alone. And then we're going to be the same ones complaining. You understand? And I look, MP, and I talked about MP Darrell, time will tell, brother. Just leave that alone. You did a very wonderful job. I can call you MP Receipt. That's the MP with the most receipts. My bad, pull up the receipt. He was speaking about the marketplace. The Fall Club, Andrew. The Fall Club.
Yeah, the Fall Club.
My boy do so. Hey, Madam Chair, I look like you there, but it don't look like you wanted to be there. But you know, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So I'll get to that just now. That's the CEO of the harbor. Oh, look, Minister Heilager, when was this? 4 months ago, you say in marketplace going, you know, promises, right?
Mrs. Promises.
The promises.
Mrs. Promises.
DP.
DP, the promises.
The promises.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how we do it.
So he literally showed, but y'all like to say how you doing, but you just forget some steps along the way. And he asked one very vital question. So can I see the stamp and the date when you received the building permit for the marketplace? Yo, I nearly pee myself. I said, oh God, Darrell, don't do that.
Darrell did some homework.
Darrell, listen, that's the MP with the most receipts.
Mr. Receipts.
He showed that he was doing one with the garbage. He was doing one with what Luke was saying that he put back in the presentation. You talk about reparations in 2022 when you had no beard. Now you got a beard, you forget. You know,
that's what you say?
He called out the receipts. And then he tells Grisha the same thing. She was talking about relief and all of these different type of things. And now, so you spoke about a lot then.
Yeah.
Now you are in the position
elections
to make the changes. You're not making the changes. It ain't in the budget.
I lied.
All of the stuff that you promised,
I lied.
You ain't put it in the budget because then you kind of realize it don't make sense. So you stop believing your own lies. And then he called her out. This was a good call out. He said, so I asked a question, Minister, about this cannabis legislation. You say, give me a whole lot of fluff. But you say on this media, the man pull out a page, man do so. You said here it's going to be ready and it's going to be in the places where the tourists travel.
Yeah.
So you done
I was
already.
right next to Mr. Browne when Mr. Browne interviewed him also.
Yeah, you done already.
At the marketplace, yeah.
Where these places going to be. But when the questions were asked, you can't give them the answer. You're working on it. You're doing a study. You're doing some research. Now, the thing with the airlines, I know that they have some countries already who implemented that. I think Curacao does that already, that the airport... Hold on. BTP. Yeah.
Bureau Telecommunication.
I think Bureau Telecom supposed to take care of that aspect. I mean, if they're already doing it in other countries, and it's working there, we don't need to recreate the wheel. We just, how did you do it? Okay, let's see how we can execute it. That's the same way like how GB had to be the plan that they had to go to green had to been fall under BTP, and BTP had to make sure that the supervisory board and the operation, the MT, the management team of GB, that they execute that plan to go over to more green energy. Then it gets more interesting. MP La Cruz do so. Oh, the man bust a good shot. The man say Aruba, having a conversation with one of the members of parliament in Aruba, the man say, yes, our GB gonna be full LNG. So you have the whole Caribbean jumping on the LNG train, and he also told the minister today, the minister today got a lot of shots today, why? He told the minister, if you don't have to calculate it, you could ask the guys there from GB, they know how to do it basically.
They know how to do the calculations, yeah.
How much money he had make example of the ship out there today, they would have make something like 33,000 per hour that they here. So in 11 hours that the ship here, just do the calculation. And all of this was if we had implement LNG. And he was basically saying, look, all other countries
doing behind, basically. We behind, yes.
Yeah, all other countries doing it. And now, you had it as a personal thing, like, oh, LNG is MP La Cruz. Let's keep him out. He gonna make money from it. Don't implement it. But it's good for the country.
The country.
And now, you're getting a lot of pie falling in your face, because everybody is now pushing that same narrative that we were talking about almost 4 years ago. So, let's see where we can go with it. Who else we had?
They had this story that the former Minister of Justice and AKA Batman said, today during the discussions, and it was kind of hilarious because it's kind of
wait. Batman is going to What Batman say? Oh, shucks.
Education and justice are in trouble.
Are you?
And what is this minister? What is this Minister of Justice, Natalie Takin, who took office a month ago doing about the past year of crime that has risen and terrorized this country? The question now is this minister ready to work? Because things are getting worse. Minister, what is happening? The minister should know that education, he heard something very important in education. He said, get ready for this. Why is WYCC involved in Prince William Alexander saga? Former acting Minister of Education and now Member of Parliament, Lyndon Lewis, asked the current Minister of Education during the budget meeting to provide explanations on the actions she took at the Prince William Alexander School. Now, for those who don't know, Prince William Alexander right now, construction is on standstill for the past 7 to 8 years.
For the past 10 years, brother.
8?
It's since 2014. The promises.
10 years. Okay, let's cap it. Give it a cap. 10 years. 1 point something million guilders. After we paid for this project already, we made our deposits.
How much time did you make a deposit?
3 times.
Okay.
3 or 4 times.
Okay. Who's the contractor?
Something choice. Designer's choice. Designer's choice, I think. Yes.
Then the same one who get a...
So you understand now why I'm going. Thank you, Chris. That's why you're smart. That's why he's here now. Smart boy. Smart man. Okay. Why he have a headache now is because Designer Choice last week was in the paper and in the media for being selected as the contractor for where, you think?
The beautification for Phillipsburg, the master plan. But then even that's questionable. Because this is like the parking lot saga.
I finish.
This is crazy, Andrew. This is crazy.
So,
go ahead. Put back on the glasses. Let's go.
So, Batman said that the Minister of EYC, Melissa Gomes, recently retracted the decision made by Lewis and removed the person he placed in a management position. The minister also said that an investigation has been launched. Lewis informed the minister that as a former detective,
Batman, detective,
Commissioner Gordon, Lewis informed the minister that as a former detective, he did his due diligence based on the LMA before replacing the management team at the Prince William Alexander School. Lewis said he heard all involved and clarified that his predecessor did not act because the person in management position had directly related to him. He put a family member as a management person, and Melissa came and said no, and then started an investigation. So he bitching about it. Let me read that again for those in the back that came late to the class. Lewis informed the minister that as a former detective, that means he know what he's doing, because he can investigate. He should have said as a former suspended detective.
Paul.
No, he wasn't never in Paul.
No.
Okay. He walked his way up from immigration, and then he was like, immigration boring, let me go police. And then he went Curacao, do a couple classes, and came back. And now when he came back, he was like, detective, promote me because I went to school. So Lewis said then that he did his due diligence based on the LMR before replacing the management of the team of the Prince Alexander School. Lewis said he heard all involved, I don't know how you could see through this thing, and clarified that his predecessor did not act because the person in the management position had directly related to him.
So he talking about Samuel.
I guess.
That's the predecessor.
Correct. Lewis further asked, I thought it was that he put, Lyndon put
family member.
a family member, and then Melissa came and moved him, but apparently no.
No.
See, reading is fundamental, guys. Lewis further asked the Minister of Education, Melissa Gomes, to inform Parliament about the WYCC has
So
to
white
do...
and yellow cross have to do with what? The Prince William Alexander School?
Yeah, and why the White and Yellow Cross needed to write a report about the school? Okay, he said that as a detective, as a former detective, Lyndon, former, unless you're going back to the police station. You're going back to the police station?
No.
Then we call you detective. Or you're going back national detective? Then we call you detective.
Right
But
now,
if you are a member of parliament, then you're a member of parliament. Don't say as a detective.
He's
You're
Batman,
taking a case right now?
he's Batman.
Oh yeah, Batman is a detective.
But he's a vigilante. So he's a rogue member of parliament. He's a
Man,
Batman, rogue member of parliament.
I know I'm gonna be done if Batman start with, hello, how are you doing?
Why did he do that in an opening statement?
Good evening. I would die laughing. Please, Lyndon, that's a request. Lewis further asked the Minister of Education to inform what the White and Yellow Cross have to do. Okay, so I read that already. So, Big Bacchanal, when we come back, we're going to answer why the Prime Minister decided to assault a woman during a protest for the Palestine thing. Yeah, we got to talk about that. We'll be right back. You see, he's already lost. This is his 2025 face, people. This is his 2025 face. We'll be right back.
I gotta process it.
What is it? Guess what? I got an idea. It's amazing. You see how we have the link sharing all everywhere?
QR link,
the
yeah.
QR link.
Yeah.
Raw Caribbean Channel app. Yeah. You're welcome. Put it in the back.
But it's not an app though. It's not an app. App you have to like download something to get it on your phone, take up space. It's not an app.
It's like an app. Therefore, it can be an app. So, it's an app. Raw Caribbean TV app. Say it with me, Al. Come on.
It's not an app though. All you gotta do with that, it's a link. You take the link, you hit the bookmark, you say add to home screen, and so it shows up like an app icon, but it's not an app though.
Are you a real person? It is an app because you get to watch all the programs from Raw Caribbean at one place. It is an app.
I don't know how to explain this to you, but factually and technically, it's not an app. Kind of like we do the news, facts,
Yeah.
and you do that thing you do.
Whoa.
Point being, you just go to the QR, you hit bookmarks, and you hit add to home screen, and then you can have the link to, let's give it another name.
The app.
You want to call it the app?
Raw Caribbean TV app.
Jess.
Yes.
Jess, please, give some sense, Jess. Jess.
It's kind of like an app.
That's why she gets the big bucks.
It's not an app, though. It's not a app. What the It's not a app.
You kiss your mother with her mouth? My God. Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Yes.
It's not an app, though.
to you on Politricks Tuesday. Of course, Andre here, and of course, my boy Cresburk. We continue with the wonderful world of the budget of 2025, where parliamentarians are meeting as we speak to talk about, cinematons.
Some of them meeting.
Some of them meeting, yes.
Because you have some saying, I leave my questions for the second round. What?
You had one job.
Just ask some questions, man.
Prepare for it. ChatGPT works. It works.
Copy.
So just say,
Paste.
okay, so what you do is, ladies and gentlemen, parliamentarians, if you don't have questions, I know you didn't have no time to read the entire budget for the lazy ones, so copy it.
Paste it in ChatGTP, and then at the bottom,
No.
hit enter, and then you do, can you just
Make some questions.
make 5 questions that's pertaining to this budget?
No, I kind of different because I would write, hey, can you write 5 questions that you know they will not answer because they always lie? And then you enter, and then you're going to see this very hard question that come, and you're going to look like a champion. You're welcome. Courtesy of Politricks. We're here for you, politicians. We're here for you. Now, speaking about being here for you, there was a situation that happened over the weekend where they had a protest, I believe on Sunday.
Yeah.
For Save Palestine. I thought the war was over, but the tensions still continue.
Yeah.
So a protest was held whereby some Palestinian residents in St. Martin decided to come together and along with some other St. Martin supporters. I see one St. Martin was there, and they went to the government building. And when they arrived, there was a situation that happened. I don't know. Should we show them? Or we just skip through it?
No, skip through it.
Okay. So the woman went and meet Dr. Luke Messalina, the Prime Minister, was very rude. He was a bit handsy. He even held the woman's hand and wanted to call the police because she was being disrespectful. And of course, the woman went back outside and smeared the hell out of the Prime Minister. I didn't even know he just get physical like that. Luke doesn't look like an aggressive type of person.
But he grew up there, no.
But then again, I was just about to say the stress of a Prime Minister, it could change you as a man, or as a woman, or as a Sarah. So the thing is, what do you think going to happen now? The woman is going to file a police complaint, from what I understand. She went on the radio on, I believe, on Sunday also, where she also mentioned that she will be going to the police station to file a complaint against the Prime Minister of St. Martin. I don't know how that's going to go.
For?
Basically, like, I don't know, assault, because he held her hand with deadly surgical hands.
And surgical hands are
because
soft.
he hold her hand. And she was like, as soon as she hold my hand, ah! Prime Minister!
You assaulted me?
You're pushing me! And he's like, no, miss, calm down. Ah!
Why do I feel like that happened? Like, that was legit what happened?
She went in.
Wow.
So,
what was her purpose? Because we need to find out
the purpose was to save Palestine. Like, it was just to meet the Prime Minister for him to like kind of greet. No, not advocate, but more like greet, or at least. Okay, so this is my personal feeling when it comes to this situation, and understand what I'm saying. Understand this very clearly, guys. The government of St. Martin, the present government, the Luke Messalina Cabinet 2. Let me say that again. Luke Messalina Cabinet 2. Cabinet, the entire Council of Ministers, basically agreed for you, the lovely Palestinian supporters, to actually have the match in the first place.
Of the protest, yeah.
Or the protest in the first place. So they kind of, they didn't sanction it, but they didn't stop you either, because everybody have a democratic right to protest. Okay, cool. So you did it. But you want to have a red carpet arrival and want to meet the head of the country because you're upset about Palestine. And understand, I'm not demeaning the issue by any way.
But then when she want me to head, then she had to go meet the governor.
But it was I don't know. It's a protest. So what do you want the prime minister to come and say? Like he supports you for everything that you're doing, and let's just go into it. No, he can't do that because the way Holland works, our slave masters, they are the one who deals with foreign affairs because we're an imaginary country, not like a real country.
Say like how you supposed to say, we are colony.
A country, yes. We like a huge plantation. And who's whipping us? Sarah. Okay, so let's continue with.
Leave Sarah alone. Sarah cool people's man.
That's my girl,
Okay,
Auntie Sarah.
okay.
It's my auntie. There was another drama. Yes, it's a whole. Listen,
There another bacchanal?
what day we in?
Tuesday,
No, what day?
the 14th day
14th?
of the year, yeah.
It's 14 days in January of 2025. And we have so much bacchanal that is happening on the floor of parliament, in politics itself, in the different political parties. But this one was completely out of pocket because another shakeup happened at the theatre ministry.
Again,
I think Khalil this
the
time.
first one was Khalil.
I think Khalil this time.
The first one was Khalil.
The second one is Regina Labega, chef cabinet of...
Regina?
Yes. Well, you didn't know?
No, she's the like the
The poster child for everything that is right
no, but
in
she's
tourism.
like quiet. Like
That's a tourism expert.
what did she do?
So the children, you see the children who's supposed to be in school, but instead on the road taking people's bikes up and crashing them.
So you got the children, the maribombas, the flies on the wall. What else we got?
That's so much people. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Everybody got their own group. And who Mr. Browne have?
BCI TV. I don't know.
Anyway. So the whole stupidness of Miss Labega having to receive a letter of dismissal that you no longer need your services, and whatever the
What?
reason is, I'm hearing that it has to do with something with some salary, a salary. She was trying to work on a salary or
So there's so much you
give her. It was some type of conflict. Okay, let me just say it was some type of conflict situation that happened between the minister and the chef cabinet. Now you understand what a chef cabinet is.
Yeah.
That's your left hand, your right hand, your
That
toe,
your eyes, your ears, your
that your
nose.
head, that your ear. You gotta trust him or her forever, because they got to have your back. They gotta want to go jail for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wait, that's a weird falling out though. Because according to your school children, that's what you hear. According to the flies on the wall, that I hear, there was a little bit of what you call word whistling.
Word exchange.
That the
A little tension.
that Miss Labega rough up the minister in front of people.
Yeah.
And because of that, the minister checking like the minister walked away. And then when she come back, the minister was like, nope. Time for you to pack your bags and leave. But knowing how this does work out, because you don't want it to be a nasty thing in the media.
You're gonna say I'm sorry.
No.
Oh.
Within, let's calculate, within 2 to 3 months from now, a letter gonna show up saying, you know, I resign or I retire from whatever to go.
Oh, so they
Thing
gonna
with the
cover it
children.
up. They
They
gonna
gonna
cover
make
it up.
it look good.
They gonna cover it up. That's what
The
it's
same thing with Khalil. They made it look good.
covering up.
They made it look good.
It's called covering up.
So the same thing they did with Khalil.
Yes, they cover it up.
Okay.
You gotta say the words.
So there's no investigation pending. Because every investigation pending. The minister, the MP called out the minister on the floor of parliament today. Hold on. We gotta read it like how it is. What the minister say? MP La Cruz demands answers on the public transportation investigation because y'all calling his name every minute. He do. So in the second round, bring
According to the school children who's supposed to have COVID, because it's a season. It's a season. So according to the school children who's supposed to have COVID, The minister already have their eye on another chef cabinet, person, chief of staff. So I don't think they're gonna patch things up. But even if they do, Chris, that's what you call work people problem. And why does it matter? Because she's the minister of theatre, and at the end of the day, we need to look at the things that she's doing, that she's promising, so that we can keep her accountable. That's the only reason why it looks so much. But there's a lot that is happening, people. Cresburk is looking in disbelief, people.
It's not about disbelief, no. It's just like, like we got bigger things to worry about. One,
Grow up.
I based on the budget meeting, again, this is St. Martin, this is important. Pay attention. It's on YouTube, so you can go back and rewatch it. Look at those individuals who received all of these votes. Look at them sitting down where questions are being asked, dialogues are happening. Look at their holding towards you, the people of St. Martin, because we put them there. Some of them are in space. They have no clue what's going on, literally. And others just there because they need quorum.
And I fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait to be. Tell me how to wait to go. Tell me all that I should know. And I fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait to go. Tell me how to wait to be. To evoke some empathy. And I fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait to go. Tell me how to wait to see. Show me all that I could be.
Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV 15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV 15.
Thank you, TV 15. Make sure to tune in
Make sure tune in to the Late Night.
and Sit, Sip, and Chat.
Late Night.
For over 50 years, we've understood the power of connection. Back when connecting St. Martin to the world seemed impossible, we made it possible. From pioneering international calling to introducing digital mobile services and laying the foundations for fiber optic technology, we've kept you connected wherever life or business takes you. And through it all, we've proudly supported the vibrant culture, traditions, and people that make St. Martin unique. But that's not where our journey ends. It's where it starts again. With a brand new commitment to connecting you, we've been working tirelessly behind the scenes to improve our services and bring you a better, more reliable network. We've restored the SMPR1 fiber cable that connects St. Martin to the world, ensuring faster speeds and greater stability. Our mobile platforms are being upgraded, and we've expanded our mobile coverage so you can stay connected wherever you go. Our new customer service system is easier to use and more efficient than ever. Plus, we're continuing to expand our fiber network, bringing you the most advanced internet available. But beyond pioneering technology, we're committed to uplifting our community, because this is our home too. That's why we provide free connectivity to many schools across St. Martin, equipping the next generation with the tools to connect learn, and grow. At Telem, proudly local, we're here for today, tomorrow, and every milestone ahead.
Did you hear what the member of the DP faction said?
Which one?
What's his name? Mr. Labiga, Dimar Labiga, the MP. Did you hear what he said?
Well, he have questions. No questions. Second round.
I asked you a question. Did you hear what he said?
No.
Exactly. Me neither.
But I hear you say that though.
Say what?
I say my questions for the second round.
Yes, meaning to say that he didn't say anything. So therefore, is it? You think he gets butterflies? He gets scared that he has to speak in Parliament. So he's like, nah, second round.
I don't think so, because when you listen to what he's gonna ask in the
But
second
all
round,
he could just ask Sarah. Sarah, just give me 5 questions so I can sound, so I can sound tough. Because I don't want to sound like I a DP rubber stamp. So I want to make sure that I ask questions that it looks like I.
But the fact remains, if you gotta do that, that already shows he's a rubber stamp. I crazy.
That's why I say it's Cresburk. Keep up.
No, it's really weird. Like, it's really weird. You have lawyers in Parliament talking about we need more legislative lawyers. Okay, if you're a lawyer, go add that to your portfolio. Be the only.
I was going to do a show. I was going to do a show once after this past election, and Peterson was sworn in as a PFP member of Parliament. I was like, St. Martin has come a far way because we got 2 lawyers in the House of Parliament. Yes, we had we had a lawyer before, MP Peterson. Of course, he wasn't re-elected, so therefore
MP DMX, he just holler.
Yeah,
Madam Chair, let me clarify. So look a fight. I started to like, yo, DMX, what DMX going?
The moment you said DMX, I was like, what he want?
Yeah.
What they want, what they really want.
You see, listen.
What's my name?
Yo, he does really holler. I just be like, bro, calm down. Like, just take your time, use your words.
One thing, see, MP Peterson, the reason why I always trip on him, besides that he's a douche most of the time, but sometimes he could be nice. And by nice, he just means instead of saying Joker, he would just, pass and go like, Like, I think he would just be the person that would pass. If I fall down and he pass, he would be like, good for your ass. But anyway, so MP Peterson, the way he talks into Parliament just kills me every time. Because he just get up, or he just sits down and he just talk. You could see he just, one of those sly talkers, so he just go like, Madam Chair, you understand? I think people need to understand that I don't joke when it comes to St. Martin. So what we're going to do is, I wasn't sick, I'm here. Let me stop playing games.
Don't play games, G.
I'm a lawyer. I know Netherlands. and I am deskundige. Meaning I am
a professional.
In
welke gebied?
So understand that Daryl better not mess with me.
You see Daryl, let's put on the glass, and Daryl like, hey.
And Daryl come up.
So
he stood up and go like, nigga, you are partying. You had a hangover, and now you're rich. Just say it. Don't tell me nothing about damn opposition because you ain't supposed to be here. You better thank Melissa for going to become minister.
No, but that's, those are the Tom and Jerry moments, I call them. Like, pay attention. I tell you already, Ludi's being Ludi,
Hey, I love how Ludi started off by saying,
listen,
I know I'm part of the coalition, but... and then she went in.
Listen, she made it very simple. The math ain't mathing. Make this make sense. Too much of contradictions. You say A, but over here you're saying B. But now, we after the recess, so the ham and the turkey digest.
No, we have to make sure, we have to see which kind of passengers we're going to put in the I-10. That's what we did, though, in the ATOS.
So,
what we put in the ATOS, Marinka? Who we put in the ATOS?
But
for sure, We can't put the Prime Minister in there. He's too tall.
No, but we do realize something, and going back to that point, Martin, the budget debate is extremely important because then you get to realize why certain things cannot be done. Because money does move from A to B to C, it has a domino effect, and then everybody's wondering, but what happened to the garbage? What happened to the garbage monies? You understand? There was a certain amount of money allotted, but Andrea Falnessy because that's important, right? So man, people ain't paying attention to those things because that's not important.
I was playing Viren. I was playing the empty Katai. Because that was that speech where you were giving. I was like, what are you talking about? You in government. But you in government. But you in government. You supporting the government. MP Kutai. Oh!
My biggest
Can somebody talk to him, please?
My biggest thing is,
talk to him now.
Where are the initiatives? I still haven't seen no revenue generating initiatives. Everything is we gotta go do a study. No study. What you gotta do a study about? What you gotta do a study about changing the law from brief to packet in order for you to collect money from almost 25 to 27 companies on the island that's doing post and not registered by BTP.
You want to know, bro?
Come on.
You want to know the Minister of VSR's presentation today, yesterday in Parliament? Very simple. VSR matters. Thank you, Veronica. If you have any questions, let me know. And then he think that people didn't hear him when he said, and this is the thing that made me laugh so much. He said, the Ministry of VSR will be working on initiatives to make sure we generate some income and also change the law for the betterment of St. Martin people in the first week of February, early March.
But the Ministry of VSR don't generate. The Ministry of VSR spends.
No, because more people
because VSR is a solution-oriented type of ministry.
Don't tell him that.
Problems occur and y'all have to fix it. How do you fix problems?
You're gonna give him a headache.
Health, brother, health.
You're gonna get a headache. You're gonna get a headache.
Oh, you need to go investigate the dirty water that's going in the pot for
or the workers from Hilton. I mean, take your pick.
Come on.
Happy increase your minimum wage month for the minimum wage earnings.
That's terrible. I saw that picture and I was like, what is that? I saw that picture and I was like,
couldn't believe it when I saw it, right?
But then
I mean, like, it only matters for people who make minimum wage. So I get it.
No, but then that's
of course, price is going to skyrocket.
That's for the private sector.
Yeah.
And what you could see is a lot of people take granted for what they have.
Yeah.
Look at some of your salaries. Some of your salaries are good. Don't complain. You gotta make do with what you have. Because when you look at the
LateNight story, not the Tribune story. That's where you can't find it.
No, not that one. I was looking for the one from the Ministry of Justice where they was missing so much of workers.
I think, Batman mentioned it too, asking Natalie Tackling, the Minister of Justice, for information about something that he was minister a month ago of.
And I saw it and I was like, yo. So now here's the thing. Everybody, justice hot topic now. Justice. You got the bike accidents, you got the crime rising. One of the things I do believe that we need to tackle is that involuntary manslaughter. And especially with you causing somebody's death because you're doing stupidness on the road, we need to step that up a little bit.
Okay.
You understand? You want to wheelie, you cause an accident, the person get injured, or the person is hurt, or the person pass away.
Yeah.
Now we need to take this thing more serious. Also, those who just reversing without looking and then you're hitting people and you're causing serious accidents or you just stop it. We need to increase the that is involuntary manslaughter that you go
the sentencing.
The sentencing that you go sit down. Because what happens is you notice when something becomes the crime is more the punishment is harsh.
Yeah.
You just stop.
And then
Good example. When are you driving going French Quarter, right? Are you going to Marigot? You gotta even think about it. Your brain automatically does. Let me quit because they don't joke. They send you straight Guadeloupe. They asking you too much. You're gone and then tu no parles français. You no parle français. So they're going to now you whereby you start. You understand? They're gonna screw you over right in front of your face. Now, as a country, we just need to do better. So Natalie got some tackling to do.
She got some tackling to do.
She gotta tackle these scenarios because if you increase the punishment, a lot of people wouldn't do it no more.
We're going to tackle the group. We're going to tackle the group we call the government for this week, and next week we'll be back. It's that time already.
We done already?
Yeah, boy.
But 2025 just start.
Exactly.
14 days.
14 days, and we're already having so much
Man,
fun.
do happy New Year, man.
And happy budget week.
Oh, boy. People at St. Martin,
Watch it.
thank you for watching us through 2024. Stay tuned. 2025, you see, done start off hot already.
Hot like fire.
Fired! No, that too soon.
You see the sticker? Job vacancies and jobs available?
Well,
Question mark?
well.
You can get it. I'm going to send it to you. Bye-bye.